So now that I have my shoes off, you guys can see what's going on from the ground up. I'm gonna go ahead and grab the ground with my feet and practice that rooting technique. From there, I'm gonna go ahead and just hinge at the hips. So I break at the hips, pushing my hips back, just until I can grab onto the bar. I grab right outside of my shins. Don't want my grip too far apart, at least not for this variation of the deadlift. So I'm just gonna grab right outside the shins, and then I'm gonna go ahead and push my hips up towards the ceiling. I can have some rounding in my back right now, this is okay. I'm gonna probably feel a nice little stretch in the hamstrings. From here, I'm gonna take a nice big breath in through the diaphragm, and I'm gonna brace my abs, so I'm gonna tighten up my abs like if I'm gonna get hit in the stomach. I also wanna stick the tongue to the roof of my mouth right here, and I'm gonna hold that breath throughout the whole lift. This is really important, it's called bracing. I'm gonna hold that breath throughout the whole lift. So it's boom. So imagine I'm holding it. From here, while I'm holding that breath, I'm gonna break the bar. So I'm thinking about pulling the bar up and down, and I'm gonna feel my lats turn on. So I'm taking all the slack out of the bar, still holding that breath, and then I break down into my hinge. This is where my hips hinge, my back starts to flatten out, and I get ready for the lift. So once again, big breath, tighten up, I break the bar, I sit down, and now I can feel all the slack come out of the bar and all the tension is in my body. From here, I start to push and drive my hips in, okay? And that completes the lift. I'm gonna push my hips back, get the knees to come down. So once again, guys, we're going through those steps. I root my feet, okay? Grab the ground. I'm gonna go ahead and place my hands right outside of my shins, hips high, big breath, tighten up, break the bar, sit down, boom, and drive my hips in. You'll notice how the bar comes off the ground before I even begin the lift. And that's indicative that I have a good amount of tension and I'm kind of where I need to be. So if I was to continue to sit down into my hinge and sit too low, you're gonna notice the bar come up and then back down. So if I was to sit down too low, then I lost some of that tension. My shoulders are behind the bar. So I want to kind of really feel where I create the most amount of tension and take all the slack out of the bar, and that would be my starting position for the deadlift. So I'm gonna go through it one more time. Root, grab onto the bar, big breath, tighten up, break the bar, sit down into my hinge right here. I feel it, boom, I can stand up into my deadlift. If you want to go ahead and come through the side, so we get one more little shot. Kind of showing just from that side angle. So go ahead and root, create that stability from the ground. I'm gonna hinge at the hips, grab right outside the shins, big breath, brace, break the bar, boom, I feel it. And stand up nice and tall, and hinge. Go through each one of those steps on every single rep for the quality deadlift. Let's go.